I'm back again with another video. This video is actually probably going to be super short. However, it was a requested video, so as always, I want to get my requested videos out the way. I don't want to leave you guys hanging and waiting. As the title says, today I'm going to talk about the best ways to get books in college. This is just not specifically pertaining to nursing school, but just college in general, because honestly, these same tips that I'm going to give you guys right now while I'm in nursing school is the same tips that I used when I was taking my prereqs. So if you want to know, how to get your books for the low, make sure you keep watching this video. So a little disclaimer before I actually get to talking. So when I was in my prereqs, and I recommend this for you guys who are in your prereqs, a lot of times, actually quite often, a teacher will tell you to get a book and you don't even use the book the entire semester. So what I'd like to do is, or what I did when I was in my prereqs, not in nursing school, because every book they say you need in nursing school, you literally need in nursing school. So when I was in my prereqs, what I did is I did not purchase not one book. I didn't spend not one lick of change until I got to class and they said, okay, you need the book by this day because we're going to need it in class. Like, I had to have, you going to have to give me a specific reason as to why I need to get this book. Don't just tell me, this is a requirement for the class. I need to know why. Because like I said, a lot of times I remember my first year of college, my freshman year, I got so many books that I did not even use. And that's honestly irritating, especially like being a broke college student. Like, I don't have the funds to just go out and waste money on books and then try to resell it. Like, first of all, I don't have the money and I don't have the time. So if I don't need the book, I'm not going to get it in the first place. So that's one of the things I definitely recommend. But again, I guess each university is different. However, at my university, when I was there, I liked to wait till I got to class and I needed that reassurance that I actually was going to use the book. And so once I did get that reassurance that I was going to use the book, first off, my first thing that came to mind, I'm not going to the bookstore. Because that is where you're going to find the most expensive books. But you have some of those professors that like to write their own books, sell them in the bookstore, and then you have to buy them that way, and then you still don't use them in the classroom. You know what? Let me calm down. Obviously, this is a little personal for me, but let me tell y'all something. Please make sure you need the book before you purchase the book. One last time. Please make sure you need the book before you purchase it. Okay, so so I have two main things that I used when I was at my prereqs, because again, when I was in the only time that I buy books from the actual bookstore, well, actually, only time I did that was my first semester of nursing school, and that's because it was a requirement, because it was a bundle package that we had. But my second semester, my third semester, I used these same two little things here, and I'm about to tell y'all now. Okay, the first place, Amazon. You can get books there used, and they'll say used, and they'll say in good condition, or they'll say used condition, or slightly used, or slightly marked. For the low, get those books before you buy a brand new book. The only time I would buy a brand new book is if you need like an online access code, and sometimes with those books you may have to get them out of the bookstore. But also with that, this is where you have to sit down and do a little calculation. If you can get, let's just say you can get the book online super duper cheap, like $5, okay? And the access code maybe in the bookstore is $60. But the book and the access code is in the bookstore for $150. So obviously, what are you going to do to save you money? You're going to get the book from offline, and you're going to get the access code from in the bookstore. So you just have to be smart and, make sure you're not smart, but you need to make sure if you want to save some change, just sit down and do the calculations. What is going to be best for your budget? So again, Amazon, and then my second website that I like to use is Chegg. Chegg. That's also another website that sells books, and I'm sure there are plenty of other websites out there that sell books, rent books, whatever the case may be. However, I don't want to give y'all websites that I've never used before. I don't want y'all to get jipped out of your money, whatever the case may be. But I can say Amazon and Chegg definitely helped me from my first semester of college up until now, because again, the only time that I really bought books out of a bookstore was my first semester of nursing school. My second semester, I even bought the access codes online, like from the website we needed the access codes for, excuse me. So, and if you guys don't know what access codes are, so basically it's just a code. I don't think I have a book on me. I don't, but it's just like a code that comes with a book that basically gives you access to like online quizzes, online, materials to kind of help you study, to kind of, help you prepare. And a lot of times what the teachers like to do is to ensure that you have that book and that access code, they like to have a lot of their quizzes, like an assignment that may be due online through that access code will be for a grade. So a lot of times if they say you need an access code, you really need that access code. And a lot of times it's ridiculous because an access code can be $120 and it's literally a set of numbers. You're making me pay $120 for a set of numbers. But again, like I said, Amazon and Chegg, if you don't need that access code. And then sometimes you want to, check and see if you can buy the access code online, like straight from the company versus going from the bookstore or getting it from the bookstore. Because again, the bookstore is going to jack up the prices. And the last thing that I want to say about this is, and I kind of touched on it earlier, you don't have to buy the books brand new. I don't see, like I said, the only reason why I would see anyone buying a brand new spanking fresh out the box book is if you need that access code. And a lot of times when you buy the book off of Amazon or Chegg, it's not going to come with that access code. You're going to have to buy that access code separate. So go for the used books. And a lot of, okay, so for my prereqs, let me say this. Okay, back to nursing real quick. Let me relate this back to nursing. The only books that I would say for you to keep are your science books. And, well, okay, so what I was told when I was in my prereqs is that, keep all your science books. Keep all your science books. So in my head, I'm keeping the physics, the chemistry, the A&P, the biology, everything. Every science class I had, I was keeping, which in turn, all I needed was my anatomy book. But that's just me personally. Chemistry book, didn't need because I don't think we use chemistry in nursing school. Not that I can relate it to. Physics book, didn't use that either. So maybe your microbiology book, but I don't have a microbiology book. So really that A&P book is, the only book that you don't want to rent. So that, like I said, that kind of leads me into renting. Rent books that you're not going to need. You're only going to need for one semester. So if you're taking an English class, that's the only English class you're ever going to take, unless you're an English major. I guess it really just pertains to your major and you just knowing personally what you're going to need in the future and not need in the future. Just be smart about what you rent, who you rent it from. But again, buying that book brand new is not happening over here, and it shouldn't happen over there if you're trying to save money. So I think I pretty much touched on everything. Keep in mind, like I said, the bookstore is the last place you want to go to unless you just absolutely, have the money to go below like that. So be it. More power to you. But I like to save money, and I know there's other people out there that like to save money too. But yeah, that's pretty much all I have, guys, about purchasing books in college. I know this video was requested a while back. I'm super, super sorry. Like, I had it written down that I needed to do it. I just, again, didn't find the time until just now. So again, I hope that helped. I know I was kind of all over the place. But again, if you just keep an Amazon in mind and Chegg in mind, you should be able to, navigate yourself from there. If you have any questions, just leave them down below in the questions. If you have any questions, just leave them down below in the comment section. Or if you don't want to do that and you want to DM me on Instagram, DM me on Snapchat, send me an email. I'm A-okay with that as well. I always try to get back to you guys as soon as possible. So yeah, I think that's it for this video. Make sure you comment, like, subscribe. If you have any other requests, please let me know, guys. I will try. I promise to get to them as soon as possible. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video.